Alrighty. Go ahead and give yourself plenty of room, and we'll go ahead and get going with our marches. All right, so we're not quite doing the exercise band class just yet. I'm still waiting on one person to pick up their bands. Should be hopefully this month at some point, but I'll make sure I send out an email to everyone when that is happening. All right, so legs are moving, arms are moving. All right, so for our first thing of cardio, definitely need to have some room around you. It can be done with limited space too. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to do those side shuffles, the lateral runs. You can start off a little bit slower, but say have a micro bends, you're just going to kind of shuffle back to back to back. Don't want to see like jumping or anything, like not like that. We're just gonna keep nice and low, shuffle around the room. Alrighty, perfect. So let's go ahead and march. All right, and this is one we've done plenty of times. Next one's going to be the windmills, okay? All right. So for this one, touch opposite hands with opposite foot. We're doing kind of mini lunges to the side. Arms are moving here too. Awesome job. Okay, marching out. All right. First exercise, lower body. This one's going to be a three-way calf raise. All right, so I'll show you what I mean by that. Get a good look. So here, you can hold on to something if you want. We're going to do a single leg calf raise, all right? 30 seconds. Don't worry, we'll take a break in between each of these because these will burn. So keep that one leg up the whole time. Just a few more seconds. Perfect. All right, let's march for a quick break, and then we'll do the other side. All right. All right, and here we go for the other side. Do one more. Perfect. So let's march. All right, and then now we're going to do both legs together for 30 seconds, okay? For this one, try not to hold on to anything if you can. If you need to, that's totally fine, but let's come up and back down. Awesome job. All right. Okay, so we're gonna march back out. Got one more exercise to do before we do another round of cardio. And this one is going to be the single leg RDL. All right. Hold on to your chair if you need to, or your desk. And we're going to just go in a straight line, up, and then back down. So back is flat all the way through. Leg is straight. We're doing 30 seconds of this. Don't let that leg that's moving drop at all. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll do the other side. All right, other side, here we go. Let's do one more. Awesome. Okay, march it out. All right, cardio. Starting with those lateral runs. Right, I can get going with those a little bit quicker. Still stay nice and low. No bouncing up and down. Awesome job. And we march. All right, and we can get into those windmills. Perfect. All righty. All right, we're continuing with the lower body. Next one we'll do is we're going to do a wall sit. So go ahead and find a wall. Use your door, whatever you. This one's going to be 45 seconds, so in case it's going to be a little bit longer. Won't be too bad, though. Go like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get in position. Slowly slide down your wall. Get as low as you can. You can feel the activation of the quads. And we're just going to sit. 15 seconds already gone, only 30 seconds left. We're gonna go ahead and sink a little bit deeper and hold it. You've only got 10 seconds left. Awesome job. All right, go ahead and slowly come out of it, nice and easy, and let's march. All right, very last lower body exercise for the day. This one's going to be a variation of a lunge, targeting every muscle group. Like that, just so you can see. All right, so this one leg at a time, you're going to step back behind and come down just like that. Majority of your weight should be in this front leg. Do one more. Sweet. March. And we'll do the other leg. All right, other leg. Here we go. One more. Very good. All righty, let's march. Going back to cardio a little bit quicker, and then we'll do just a little bit of core. Okay. Back to our lateral runs. Pick up the pace if you can. And if you've got a smaller office like I do, you get very fast, but that's okay. Just do what you can. Awesome job. Windmills are up next. All right, here we go. Perfect. All right. Core is next. And for both of our core exercises, we'll be at our desk at that high plank angle. All right, first one's going to be 45 seconds. All right, so let's go ahead and get in position. Get that good angle. Core is tight, and we're doing Spider-Mans. All right, so it's kind of like we're climbing up a wall. Make sure the core is engaged. We've got 45 seconds. 5 more seconds left. Perfect job. Okay. Quick break. We're gonna go back to that high plank angle and do bird dogs. So it's gonna be 30 seconds each side. All right, let's get back in our position. Starting with one side, coming in, spreading out. Core is tight. Awesome. Quick 30-second break. All right, let's finish up the other side. Awesome. Okay. Done with core. Got the upper body next. And squeezing around cardio. This would be your fastest one yet, okay? All right, lateral runs. Getting low. Let's do it. Great. March it back out. We'll do our windmills. Okay, windmills. Okay, really good. All righty. Upper body. So we're going to start with those inchworms. So those are going to be on the ground. If you don't want to be on your ground, let's just go ahead and do some desk push-ups. If you don't have a desk, you can do the wall too. Inchworms are really good for the shoulders. Alrighty, so for this one, this is what this one's going to look like. Crawl forward to a high plank, crawl back, stand up. Okay, so go ahead and get going. Remember, you can do desk push-ups if these are too hard or you don't want to touch the ground. All right, keep on going. And let's do one more. Perfect. All right, let's march. Last exercise of the day. We're going to do our I's, T's, and Y's, okay? Nothing crazy. This will be 30 seconds on for a minute and a half. 30 seconds each direction. You know what I mean. Okay. So we'll start with our I's. So those are just right down by our sides, and we're just going to push back. Shoulder blades are being squeezed together. Let's do 30 seconds. All right, T's. Do palms facing forward, or you can do palms facing back, whatever you want. A little bit more comfortable. All right, and come up, and we're doing Y's. Ten more seconds. Awesome. All right, go ahead and drop. All right, we're going to slow it down. We're going to do one last round of cardio. We're just going to take everything a lot slower, okay? Deep breaths as you're doing these. And then we'll finish up with a little bit of stretching. All right, so let's go ahead and do our side shuffles. Again, still have good form, but you can take it a lot slower. Right.
I will do. Thank you.
Seconds. All right. Keep the marches slow, and then we'll do our windmills to finish it up. All right, here we go. Awesome job. Okay, let's go ahead and start our stretching. This very first one we're going to do, we're just going to do our simple toe touch stretch. So you're going to slowly fold yourself forward. Go wherever you feel a good pulling in the back of the leg. It might be at your knees, at your shins, right at your toes. You can have a micro bend in your knees, so they're not completely straight. And we're just gonna hold it. Go ahead and let your head hang loose as well. You can grab your elbows, really get that good lower back stretch. All right, let's go ahead and slowly come up. All right, have a similar one. Do a wide stance. We're just gonna dive forward. Try to touch the ground if you can. If not, you can fold by way of your shins, your knees. Don't be directly on the knees, but either thigh, shin, wherever you can get to. All right, and we can go ahead and move over to our left leg. All right, slowly walk on over to your right. Let's come back to the middle. Go a little bit deeper. And then slowly come on up. All right, really good. Love that one. Okay. All right, next one. You're gonna go ahead and interlock your fingers behind your back. And we'll just look up towards the ceiling. Really open up that chest. All right, and if you want, you can go ahead and lean forward again, or you could stay upright, up to you. All right, slowly come back up. You're gonna let go of your hands by way of your lower back. Up. All right. Let's go ahead and have a seat for this next one. Relax our legs a little bit, but we're just going to focus on our shoulders. All right, so we're just going to do a nice cross-body shoulder stretch. But real gently into this one. You can hold your arm over your shoulder if you'd like. All right, go ahead and let that go. Shake it out, and we're doing the same thing on the other side to finish up our stretching. All right, you can let go, shake it out, and that's we'll do